Hi, this is another short video about the life and times of Gavin Maxwell, although it doesn't exactly feature him. It's more to do with his brother Aymer Maxwell. He never really figured in my search when I was looking for everybody connected to Maxwell from that time. But about a year or so ago, I came across some quite mysterious information about Aymer that I thought I'd make a little short video about that. In 1954, Aymer lived in Marrakesh in Morocco, and he put the money up, £20,000, which was a lot of money for that time. He put the money up for a film to be made, which was centred around his house and out on location in Marrakesh. The film was called Another Sky, and it was directed by Gavin, and the cinematography was by Walter Lascally. As I understand it, the film flopped. I've only seen snippets of it, although it did quite well in France, and maybe that's got something to do with the French sort of connection with North Africa and Algeria, places like that. So he lost all his money, Aymer. But the thing is, whilst the film was being made, he invited his friend, the author Elias Cannetti, out to his house to be there during the shoot. And the upshot of that is that Cannetti wrote his book, Voices of Marrakesh, and that book came out a couple of years later. The thing about that book is there was 3 or 4 chapters held back and put into what's known as Cannetti's secret files. He did this with a few of his books for different reasons, and apparently 3 or 4 chapters from that book were held back to protect Aymer Maxwell. He placed an embargo on these secret files so that these files weren't meant to be opened for 30 years, until 30 years after his death. That's the death of Cannetti. That time has just passed. I've had contact with Cannetti's biographer, and he has confirmed that all of those books that have had the chapters withheld will be reissued, and the book Voices over Marrakesh is due for reissue in 2027 with the new chapters about Aymer inserted. So it's one for the future, but I think it's an interesting thing. I've got an idea of what the chapters are about, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think Aymer must have been a bit of a character. He certainly would have looked a bit of a character driving around Marrakesh in his Bentley. But yeah, it's one for the future, so we'll see what becomes of that. Thanks for listening.